fantastic musicians to lift our night up even higher. I'm sure. So, we're very lucky here in South Florida to have them with us. So if we could just have a little warm applause. And likewise, not to speak for the artists, but I'm sure they're feel very lucky that you all are here sharing with us tonight as well. So, yes. I just wanted to introduce, no particular order, so no favoritism here, but well, first let me thank the Broward College, Dean Scott Miller, and the National Endowment for the Arts for helping make this available to us. We're very appreciative of that. And we have Saraswathi Rangnathan, who has probably been playing more than 25 years. Her bio says it's that, but maybe not. Certainly has been hearing it for a very long time. And recently she was able to participate in Walt Disney's production of Jungle Book as a
the first Veena artist.
The very first Veena artist to be featured in that. And that's quite an honor. And if you would like to find out more about her, you can go to saraswathiveena.com. And if you would like the spelling of that afterwards, just come see us or Saraswathi, and then we can make sure that you can get further information about her music and concerts. Obviously, we all know tomorrow night we have a wonderful performance, but today is just a lecture demonstration. And she's playing the Veena, for those of us that aren't familiar with this instrument, beautiful instrument. And we also have Ganapathi, Rangnathan. And he is playing the Mridangam, and is also plays the Kanjira, but for Gladys. Extremely talented, as I'm sure you all will find out. Dedicated artist to the Mridangam, and has a natural feel for rhythm, and it makes him very valuable as a rhythm player, and as a result can play with many different types of musicians and styles. His current guru is Sri Patri Satish Kumar, and who's one of the most esteemed players right now in India. So he feels, I'm sure, very lucky to be working with him. And on the sitar, we have Pt.Krishna Mohan Bhatt. I know, right? Extremely modest, all of the artists. We were talking a little bit earlier, and Krishna Mohan Bhatt was saying that he comes every summer to the Manhattan area and teaches for 3-4 months. For 4 months to some very lucky students who are up there, and at a school called Guru, and has obviously studied Hindustani, Northern classical Indian music extensively, but also has reached out to Western music styles and has collaborated with many other artists, and is also extensively sought after and renowned in the classical tradition as well as Hindustani music.
If I may add, he learned from Pandit Ravishankar.
Absolutely, we should, yeah.
Yes.
Rest in peace. I'm sure. I think most of us here probably know who Pandit Ravi Shankar is. That's probably our introduction to the music, if not otherwise, at least in the West. And then we have Nitin, Mitta. And again, I'm sure being that it's a lecture demonstration, some of us know more than others, so I'll just point out that the tabla and sitar are mainly Hindustan, northern Indian instruments, and Mridangam and the Veena are typically southern instruments. However, as we see, there's lots of blending going on, and it's hard to just put it into a place, but they are distinct styles that are different. So we get a treat in Carnatic music and Hindustani music.
See the map of India here.
That's right. And Nitin comes from a Gharana called Bhatt. Has studied with G. Satya Narayan. Close enough. And Arvind Mulgankar. And has played with many artists, and a few. I know as a guitarist, Prasanna is a very looked after name, and Nitin has performed with him and recorded albums. And I highly encourage you all to check out these artists further after this evening. So I think you all want to play first, and then after we can open it up for any questions you all have. But usually the best way we learn about anything is by just being open and listening. Because words do not explain. And thank you, Raj.
Can you guys hear me?
Can you guys hear me?
Maybe you can keep the mic. I'll just talk like this. It's better. We just thought we'll just take turns to just talk about an instrument and demo at the same time. And maybe we can give a little feel of the Carnatic and then the Hindustani, and then together we'll blend it at the very end so you can see how it's all fits together.
Take the mic.
I have a little bit, I'm deaf. So,
We'll take care of you, Martha.
yeah.
Okay, namaste everyone. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here. I really appreciate that. And we thought we will just talk about our individual instruments for a few minutes, at the same time demo it so you don't feel like you're listening to a boring lecture. And then we'll just show you the South Indian side of it and the North Indian side of it, and we'll all play together so you know how it all falls into place. Good so far? Okay, not getting fallen asleep. All right, so this here is the South Indian instrument called Veena. It's called more specifically the Saraswathi Veena. There are different types of Veenas. Veena in general is like a stringed instrument with frets. So this is from South India, it's called the Saraswathi Veena. This is supposedly timeless. So many thousands of years ago it's said to have taken form, and today it kind of has this distinct form. It has 4 strings at the top and 3 sympathetic strings. This body is made out of jackfruit wood. This is the hollow resonator. This is the reason for the sound. And this is just a lap gourd. In olden days this used to be made out of scooped out pumpkin. Sort of like your Halloween craft work. But after that, you know what happens to a scooped out pumpkin after a while. So that doesn't stay on the instrument for very long. So these days they use paper mache. You can do a lot of art. This is just my travel Veena, so it's a mini version. The full-blown version is bigger, and it has all these nice decorated tuning pads. I've had to transport that many times with a lot of things that I wouldn't want to happen to an instrument. So I chose to bring the smaller version. Yeah, this is a jackfruit wood, like I said, and this is a lap gourd, and there are tuning pegs here. For now, for travel purposes, I got guitar pegs on here, but usually it's like those, like what Carnegie has on the sitar, the rosebud ones, yeah, like that. So you just turn them around. So it's generally tuned to EB kind of thing. And the magnetic strings are just your open chords. I'll just play a little bit for you. Ideally, I would like to talk and play. It doesn't work like that. You got it. So I'll just take a major scale, open scale. So that's 3 octaves plus 3.5. So what's special about the Veena? This is a drone. For several years they used to use an actual instrument and a person actually playing the instrument. It's called tambura. So it used to be tuned to. It used to be tuned to that. So now this particular app was developed by my sister. So she actually played the acoustic tambura and recorded it. And that's this. So we get it the closest to the acoustic effect as possible. So if you listen. I'm not sure if you can hear it. Can you hear it? Yeah. Good. So this is constantly on because mostly in concerts we stick to a certain pitch and then play it. So what's special about the Veena? So I can play plain notes. I can do the same thing. Sample of Carnatic music in that scale. So obviously with any instrument, it depends on the artist, the different kind of music that you can play, how open you are to different sounds, and how much willing you are to experiment. So for example, if you let her finish what she's saying. Okay. She wants her to talk.
Explain your sitar so we can move forward and then play the real music.
You can hear me, right? Can you hear me?
Okay.
Yes. I think it would be hard to talk and play at the same time. But, well, sitar, as you see here, this is also my traveling version of sitar. But the difference is that the gourd is still the scooped up pumpkin. That's why it is very fragile and it cracks very easily. And it happened to be this time when I opened my case from New York flight, and it was like a little dent in it. And I don't know what's wrong with custom people. They always like so suspicious of instruments, and they never insure it. They never want to. Anyway, but sitar is probably, the veena is the mother or father or whatever of sitar, and it has come for many years. It has come a long journey. There were influences at some point. As you see, we are representing two major systems of music. One is called Karnataka, which is the South Indian music, and Hindustani system, which is the North. But at some point, I think we shared, when you go back in the history, the music was very same, or the approach was the same, because it was, done and sung in temples. Before that, it was Vedas, and there was Vedic chants, and then it used to be performed, and both in temples mostly as form of prayers, or for the prayers for the deities, and music. There were padas or compositions that were in praise of gods and goddesses. Both, I think, veena and sitar were used for accompaniment and to the singing or the religious verses, And then slowly they got advanced, and then when the music came, when the rulers India was, ruled by so many dynasties from old times, and then Mughals, and when it came out, finally it came out of the temples and became a very competitive art form when it was patronized by Rajas and Maharajas and Mughal kings and queens, and many new things happened, many modifications were done to the instruments, and new forms of compositions of singing and instruments were introduced. So sitar has some Islamic influence or Persian influence, but it is one kind of veena. There are many kinds of veenas, as Saraswathi ji was saying. And one special feature of, it's a fretted instrument. It's the most popular Indian string instrument. And, at some point there were, through the evolution of sitar, many strings were added. And as you see, sitar has this unique feature of two bridges. One is the top main strings. The bottom bridge is for resonance, sympathetic strings. And they resonate when we play. They are mostly tuned to the raga that we choose to play, and they resonate with the notes. For instance, we spell like this, and you will see the resonance is like. See the resonance. If I blocked it, it would be flat sound, So that adds, most Indian instruments are designed to imitate the voice. They are very close to. We can sing, and the instruments can do the voice imitation. Other special feature about sitar is that we can get by pulling 5 notes from one fret, as compared to guitar, you can bend a little bit. But on sitar, we can go. how, if it takes you 5 years to master an instrument, it takes 20 years to master, you know, and it adds a very unique feature to the instrument, you know, like by pulling, you know. So this is how we do a lot of this mean and other parts, as she was saying, like we do gamakas, you know. There was a small demonstration. We use this pick called Mizra, and this stays on the index finger. I'm amazed at how Saraswati ji can just do it by fingers, and you know we get calluses and things. But it goes both ways. You know, like we can do. So this with one finger we play. Most of the melodies played with the left hand, you know, and we also have. I don't have thick strings today on this sitar, but pretty much we cover because it's imitated from the Veena. So 3.5 octave we also get to. So if we start like. I don't have those strings on the sitar, but it's like that. So, a little bit more, you thought? As I said, if you have any questions, particular on that.